welcome back to Mums and Melanin. I'm Debbie.
My name's Takoni.
I'm Iola.
And I'm Takumba.
And today, y'all, I know you're out here having good Valentine's. We hope you had a good Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
We want to talk about how do you maintain the spark after you have children. So if you went out for Valentine's Day, was it a big hullabaloo getting, finding a restaurant or getting the kids sorted and etc. Because I know it's not easy. When you have kids, they take up all of your time. So how do you look to your partner and say, babes, are we gonna have me and you time? You're not looking at me, bitch. I'm looking at the kids. So yeah, man, how do you find that time to maintain the spark and keep the fire burning, so to speak? I'm asking you. You people be sparking over here, so let me know.
Mate, I think for me, you have to be like really, really intentional.
Yeah.
Like I recall, it may have been last Valentine's Day. Literally, Roman's at nursery. We took the day off work. Like this was during like lockdown time. Took the day off work. Went to get takeaway in Gaucho. Went to Hampstead Heath. Sat down. But literally, we used the nursery as our babysitting service because literally 5 o'clock hit. And we had to start getting in a car to drive down to get him. So we knew it was like an afternoon date. There was no evening Valentine's Day. Do you know what I mean? I don't think it will ever be the same as it was before kids, but you just try and carve out moments for yourself. That's at least what we try and do.
Yeah. I think, I guess I agree in terms of like being intentional. You have to be intentional. You have to plan for it. I think it's difficult because, I would prefer an evening, like night out. It's about looking for childcare, looking for, to be fair to grandparents, pick up them, dropping the kids off, and then just doing something that we like kind of used to do or used to like to do. So, like when me and my husband first met, we always used to go out like to a club, a rave, whatever. So when we want to like kind of like have a little bit of us time, or we want to go out, we try and just plan to like have those days out. Might be a club, might be dinner, might just be a night in. But maintaining spark with kids is difficult, only because they have to be, they can't be there. They have to be gone. Like you have to kind of have them, with the grandparents really. But it's difficult because you have to plan.
Yeah, I agree.
I think I read somewhere that relationships generally fail because one partner may feel like the children get more attention than they do, because I guess before you have kids, it's all about the children. You have so much time to invest in them. And then when the children come now, and women too start feeling some type of way, like not just men, honestly, because you'll be like, okay, the attention that you used to get, the children are now getting. And once you've given all your attention and efforts to the child, you're tired. So
nothing left.
As a woman or a man, you're like, oh yeah, and then your partner's like, oh, I'm just tired. Or even you like, oh, I can't bother. And you don't really make the effort, and then slowly, like things just, the spark kind of fizzles out. So yeah, I think like what you said, it's kind of making the plan.
It's interesting because when you start a relationship, or when you initially have children, you don't think about that. You don't think about date nights or your spark. You don't really think about how you're going to maintain it and how much energy it takes up with children and the rest of it. Like I'm saying, there may be some nights where I'm tired. You're touching my knee. I'm like, oh, I need to turn over and sleep. It happens. It's reality. And it's not something that you think about beforehand. You don't think about it when you're pregnant, even having children. It's doesn't come in the book. It doesn't come in the manual.
I think for me, I agree with all of you. I think you have to be intentional. I think your life, both mum and dad, becomes so focused on your children that we kind of do give each other the tired version of ourselves. Do you know what I mean? Because like you said, we've worked, we've given our kids everything, all the rest of it. Even by the time you have that less chill, you're yawning 500 times. Because the truth is, back then when you're going clubbing, you weren't as tired by 10 p.m. Now, honestly, tell me, we've got dinner booked for 9 o'clock. By 7, I'm putting on concealer and I'm yawning. And I'm just like, nah, what's happening here? But I do think it's definitely intentional. And I think one thing that I would 100% encourage anyone is with your partner, with your husband, like flirt through the day. Like It's a big thing. I would 100% advise that. Like, even if it's whilst I'm quickly grabbing the laundry, I'm like, why are you looking at me like that? He probably even look at me like, it's true. It's a bit of banter, a bit of flirting. You know, brush your shoulder past each other. Because the truth is, you have to keep it alive.
Yeah.
If you don't, like, back in the day, what gave us the whole butterflies and all the rest of it is the flirting. That's what it is. If you're not flirting, you can't all day be living separate lives and then come at night time and be touching my knee. Like, do you know what I mean? We've gone the whole day, everyone's living their life, and you want to be doing like...
Do you know me?
Exactly. But I think it's really important. It's true. So I think it's really important to try and intentionally keep that going through the day. If your husband gets his hair cut, you know, oh, you look full. I'm sitting in it. I tell you that. You need to, you know what I mean? I tell my husband that all the time.
Guys, be cutting your hair.
Yeah, but hold on. On the flip side,
Don't now say girls.
That's it.
No, because
Lemon.
Yeah, okay. Us women, sorry. We're gonna come back to
this.
Us women, we like to get dressed up and we like to, you know, like it's part of who we are. Most women, anyway.
Yeah.
Men, there's not much you can do. Because you can't wear makeup, you can't transform your face. But that small hair,
it changes everything.
Baby,
it changes
can I have your
everything.
number?
Changes
Honestly,
everything.
can I know who your mom is so I can thank her? You know, like them one. Guys, be cutting your hair. Yeah.
But I do think, even as women on the flip side, yes, we get tired. Because when I think about what you said, we like to dress up. But I dress up when I'm going out. I don't just dress up at home.
Your husband,
But sometimes you have to get dressed at home. You have to, do you know what I mean? Like, do you know what I mean? You're not going anywhere. But if I can look amazing for everyone outside, then why not? Do you know what I mean? So we need to put the effort in, because that brings in the spice. And you can't, like I said, you can't be having, I don't know, you can't have like 4 cane rolls from Monday to Sunday, and then Sunday afternoon you suddenly hello. Do you know what I mean? Like, we need to make more effort. But generally, anyways, on both sides, I do think it's something that you have to be intentional about. You have to keep the flirting going. You have to, you know, play games, even if it's card games. Sometimes, like, even if your kids are watching TV or they're engaged, play a little card game, a little blackjack. I won, you won. I'm gonna come back and, you know, I'm gonna win later. Little things like that, because it creates laughter. And I feel like once there's laughter, there's that joy. It keeps things nice, a nice vibe, you know.
What you say is basically that foundation. I feel like everyone should have is that friendship.
Yeah.
So you can't maintain a relationship without that foundation.
100%.
Your foundation is cracky. Like, I don't even like that person, but yeah, we are.
Please don't.
You can't grow from that.
Please don't.
You'll just be lopsided and you'll collapse.
Yeah.
So that friendship as well, like it's like even new relationships, new parents. Don't forget the bond you had prior to having children.
Yeah.
What worked in the beginning, if it's your love of this, what brought you guys together? Do you know what I mean?
100%. I think that's a big thing.
Ultimately, you don't change who you are just because you added another title.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's good. And I think love languages, like, you know what each other's love language is. If you don't, get to know it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And then you can be creative with it. Do you know what I mean? So today you can, I don't know, if you're someone that likes words of affirmation, I make sure I say different types of things to you, because that keeps, you know, the love and the kind of spice alive. Do you know what I mean? So I think that's a big thing as well. Like, men do have love languages as much as women do.
Yeah.
So let's be intentional about stuff like that.
Definitely.
That does help. It can't just be once a year on Valentine's Day. Suddenly you've got, you know, you're great. So, you know, like, you know, you have to keep it going so that by the time it's Valentine's Day, you're already tired. It's been a long day. You've got a booking for 10 p.m. But you're willing to, you know, even when you're out, it's a nice vibe. It doesn't feel forced. It doesn't feel like I'm tired, but we just have to do this. It doesn't feel routine. Do you know what I mean? Which I think is really important.
And I think keeping the lines of communication open. Do you know what I mean?
100%.
Just being honest with each other. Like, okay, we haven't spent time together. What can we, do you know what I mean? Because sometimes people are harboring grudges or they're feeling another way and nothing's being said. And then that's where distance starts to creep in.
100%.
And we get used to living our separate lives.
100%.
Though we're under one roof. So...
situation.
So definitely, and it's just
but it's
communicating.
common.
But also, even with the communication, it's taken on board. Do you know what I mean? So even my husband said to me, maybe a month, 2 months ago, he was like, bro, you were going out to dinner with your friends. When was the last time me and you went to dinner? I went to open table.
Of course.
I booked it in straight away.
It's true.
Because guys don't repeat many things. They may just say, okay, let me catch that. We've got the next one booked already. Do you know what I mean? So...
And it's so easy to fall into autopilot as a mother. As a parent, you're just going. And you forget, like we forget about ourselves sometimes, you forget to like put in that effort with your partner. And it's the relationship, the basics, the foundation.
100%.
When that's good, everything else, like you'll be bouncing off each other.
Yeah, of course.
Date nights. The minute he says, "Let's go out," book it, just
make it happen.
Yeah.
And going out, like, yes, it's difficult, but I love what you said about sometimes you have to make it happen in the daytime, because it's each other's company that's the biggest thing. It's not about the time of the day. Yes, obviously date night is quote unquote known to be an evening thing, but if you can't do evening for whatever reason, if you both work at night, do daytime. Do you know what I mean? Go to different places. Do one just simple winter wonderland. Me and my husband went to. I'm not a rides person at all. He's very much a rides person. So obviously I was here trying to make my sacrifices. You know how it be. And I was very stiff on that ride. I think my neck was even hurting at the end. But it was such a nice time out. Just him laughing at me about how I'm just not a rides person. Just the littlest things, but it's spending that time together. So I think be intentional about it, not only once a year. Like maybe say to yourself every 2 months, like we're gonna book it in and make sure we do something. And some nights it will be at home, some nights it will be out, some nights it will be more of an activity thing. Do you know what I mean? But spending that time together, because you can't make chemistry or kind of keep love alive by a once in a blue moon thing. It's not gonna work.
Do you know what? Even going back to like what you were saying about flirting in the house. I mean, us women, I get sometimes the bonnet and the nightie.
Yeah, it's real.
Not me.
I already confessed in the previous video. So.
Literally, I think sometimes you need to just, I don't know, wear something cute,
100%.
Just make a little bit
Spice it
of
up.
like we make so much effort to go out and look good with our friends,
For other people.
but in the house, put on your lipstick, put your makeup, one shoe like that, one mini dress like that.
Hello.
Even without the
Baby
shoe, you'll be
number.
surprised.
Baby number 4.
Even without the heels or anything, you'll be surprised how much of it. Even in your own mood, like when you look good, you feel good.
Yeah.
The way you talk is different. Like you just, do you know what I mean? You're a bit more gingered. There's a bit more vim. Do you know what I mean? And even little things like when you make a meal, like maybe don't just slap the rice on the plate anyhow.
Decoration.
It's true.
That's what she likes.
Chef Boyardee. Come on,
It's true.
Especially when I cook something that I know we like.
Yeah, you brush a little. It could be stew and rice, guys. Brush the stew across the. Place the meat. Mold the rice. Come on. Even when you bring it, he might laugh at you at first, but it's banter. Then it's like you wink. Exactly.
Toast in the morning.
Exactly.
I love you.
They do it. What's that restaurant they do that in? The Love Heart and the I Love You. You went there the other time with the with the rice, and they cook right in front of you.
Benihana.
Benihana. When they do it in front of us, they're not our husbands, our boyfriends. We'll be smiling, seeing I love you. We'll be smiling. Why can't you just do it at home? Place a bit of rice nicely. So I think be creative. I think be creative in anything. Like, you've got to. You definitely got to.
It's not even the big things. Like, okay, for example, if you know your partner is a football fanatic, maybe sit down and watch football with them. Literally, like, just be excited. Come on! You're thinking, when's the team finish? You know they enjoy it. So like, okay,
do what you have to do.
Yeah,
I think
sacrifices.
and making memories. Ultimately,
100%.
you know what I mean? Just making memories. You want to look back and know that you've enjoyed your relationship. You've gotten the most out of it. Just trying to build new, nice memories. And sometimes it has to involve the kids, man. Sorry.
Yeah, and sometimes it does. It's true, and there's nothing wrong with that.
It does. Like I know. So I guess some families they try and do things. You know, like some relationships it's memories between the mother and the dad. Do you know what I mean? They're trying to build it that way. But I really love the stuff where I see people with their kids like building a life. Do you know what I mean? Like they're on the road together. They're traveling. They're doing this. Like it's a whole family experience.
100%.
Yeah, and and those are the memories you'll look back on in your old age and really smile. Do you know what I mean? Like, we've done this together. So
but even to that, on the flip side as well, like go to memorable restaurants. So like maybe like where I got engaged, you know, that places like that, places that bring back memories and conversations, first date, stuff like that. And traveling as a couple, like you can't do it all the time. Yes, of course. But where you can do it, even if it's once every few years, just do it. Maybe do it to where you guys' first holiday was, or somewhere that you've always wanted to go. Do you know what I mean? Get that time where you can explore a whole country together. That's nice. It's things to do, isn't it?
That's actually really nice.
That is nice. You guys are giving me ideas.
Honestly, when you're single and kid-free, you have dreams, you have aspirations, you have places. I'm sure everybody has like their top 5 places they want to visit in the world. Yeah, do that.
Yeah.
Kids are not a burden.
No.
Exactly.
They're an addition to
This
your
is
life.
it.
Exactly.
This is it.
They're a great addition. So you live your life with your children.
Yeah.
You work it out.
Yeah.
That's how it goes. You're a parent now. You just have to move. Our parents did it.
Exactly.
Our parents migrated to a whole country.
Yeah, it's true.
With no
It's true.
support, just them.
Yeah.
I don't know how
Honestly,
they did it.
I don't know how they did it.
How they made it, but they did.
They did it. So,
Yeah.
we too, we saw our parents do it, and we always take from our parents.
Yeah.
Anyway. We have it in us. We can do it. Yeah.
100%.
You can do it too.
You can.
Yeah. Please tell us how you maintain the sparks in your relationship.
Yeah,
We'd like to get some
tips.
tips and tricks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How do you do it? How was your Valentine's Day?
Hope it was.
So guys, like during pregnancy, how did you find that maintaining the spark? Even during pregnancy, even after childbirth, for me it was quite difficult only because of how I felt about myself. You know, like when you're pregnant, well, when I was pregnant, I felt like an elephant. And an elephant's not sexy. So like I found it hard to even ginger myself to be able to ginger him, you know? You understand what I'm trying to say? Like I found it quite difficult. What about you?
It was hard.
I don't know. Yes, I get the elephant feeling, but I am actually pregnant. I wasn't an elephant when you met me. Before the baby was born in my belly.
Yeah, but in that moment,
So I feel like for me, I don't know. I wouldn't actually say that I was conscious of myself, because for me it is a baby. Yeah, I think maybe the consciousness, if anything, probably came more with that whole body pressure after giving birth, more so than. Because I'm currently pregnant, I have good justification for why I'm pregnant. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's for me. Obviously, everyone's going to be the same, but for me personally, I was fine.
But I'm able to maintain the spark while you're pregnant.
Yeah,
like,
very much
you
so.
felt sexy. And
I said, you know, baby
She
seems
said
like
him. She
so
said
baby feels like he's sleeping at the moment. You know? Guys, I'm honestly, I'll probably be playing when I'm saying it, but what I'm saying is that pregnancy itself wasn't maybe because I had a good pregnancy as well. During my actual pregnancy, do you know what I mean? I didn't have no morning sickness. I didn't really have much going on.
I think that probably
So
played
for
a big
me,
part.
I was okay, but I get what you're saying. But for me, it was more so after, I think. What about you?
Yeah, I think for me it was definitely more so after. Like I think having a cesarean and kind of being numb, and obviously surgery, like, do you know what I mean? 6 weeks, but even after 6 weeks, like I'm still numb. I can't even feel my stomach. It's still tender. So it's like but it's like ow, do you know what I mean? So it's like I thought that made me uneasy. Like I went to before I got married, I went to marriage counselling, and the pastor said men are like gas cookers. You just switch it on, it's hot. But women are like electric cookers. Do you know what I mean? It takes time to warm up.
That's a very good example.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah. But it's like so all that the tender, the like, do you know what I mean? The numbness, all of that's just reducing my electricity. Like the electricity, do you know what I mean? Even if I was like up for it, it's like all of that is just
Dying for it.
It's just
really want it.
So all of that just made it that much more difficult. It was like a mental hurdle I had to overcome. So then I started, you know, like they tell you to like massage your cesarean scar.
Yeah.
I started massaging my stomach a lot as well, just because it didn't feel like part of my body. Do you know what I mean? It just felt like it was so numb. It just didn't feel.
You don't feel anything.
So I started to massage it more, just so I could kind of. Just to bring it back to me, do you know what I mean? Just to make it a bit more me. And then with time, the numbness goes anyway. Yeah. And then it was just...
I think
what
you
said. Did you see how I had a second boy?
I think what you said about the mental scar though, I think that's a big thing. And I think that's probably why for me after as well. It was more of a afterbirth thing. Yeah. But I think, weirdly, for me... I think I've never had an operation before. I've just been stitched up from a C-section. The whole ordeal was interesting. So I think for me, just full stop. All I wanted to really do, like for me, maintaining the spark in that time would have just been watching a lovely movie on Netflix, cuddling. That was enough of a spark for me because my body's just not there, and I'm in a very strange place with my own body right now. But I think just chilling and doing other things and giggling and just watching movies. That for me was it's just time together. You know, baby would nap at like several different times in the day back then. You know what I mean? So you know, you could just talk about your plans, this, that, and the other. I feel like that was a bit.
Don't you feel like it changed when baby grew up a little bit more, when they were moving about, they were active? rather than when they were in a cot and sleeping and just not moving so much. In terms of maintaining the spark.
See, what I'm thinking is basically what Iola was saying is, okay, fine, you're doing the whatever it is to maintain a spark while you're healing. But for me, like, obviously I haven't had a C-section, I haven't had any surgery, and especially if you're a couple that before you had children, you're very handsy, very like, oh, touchy-feely, and like you're about it. So so now having children, everything slowed down because you don't feel like your usual self, and obviously you're still going through something that's quite big. Your body's changed a lot, and then if you add in, obviously, like I want to say insecurities, maybe not insecurities, but just you're conscious that your body has changed.
Yeah.
So what they're now receiving may not be what they were getting a year ago. Yeah. So as much as you're like, okay, like I've just had a baby, it's fine, and in the back of your mind, they know you've just had a baby, it's fine, but there's still that niggling thought in your head. It's like, but is it gonna give the same way it gave before? Like
what you were saying from the Kardashians.
What is Scott Disick say now? So
same house.
Yeah, the house is the same, but it's just like the furniture's moved around.
So that's it after having a baby.
Like, and obviously, like
I don't know.
The house is different. So
I don't really like that comment.
It makes sense, but
it made me think about the boobs and
the
balloons and everything.
No, it's talking about the actual.
Okay, fine.
Okay,
you C-section, right?
Yeah.
So essentially, your birthing canal is still intact, right? Vaginal births, your birthing canal has widened. That's it, and then that's it. Fine, you stretch it out. It will come back, but it's not to the tightness that it was initially.
But can it
right?
be? Wouldn't there exercise?
There's exercises you can do, but again, it's not gonna be firm and how it was
before
initially.
But they tell you that it should be.
It should.
But
I guess in your mind, no matter how much someone tells you, in your mind, you're power of thinking, is it? Like, you can never know for yourself, isn't it?
So you're always gonna be like, oh, it's anyway.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I get what you mean. We went left, guys, but yeah.
I find it interesting because I felt okay after birth. But it might be like what you're saying about sickness. So I was sick. That's a story for another day about pregnancies. But I was sick, so I didn't feel myself anyway. It
was a big part to play.
Yeah. So after is when I kind of maybe felt myself a little bit more. Where I was able to ginger.
Ginger. Hey, you like it spicy, innit? Oh gosh, guys, tell us your stories. How do you maintain the spark? As much as we're talking here, we don't have the answers, really and truly. Everybody's an individual. We want to know what you do to keep your spark alive. Give us ideas. Let us know so we can take it back to our significant others. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, as always, subscribe, like, and comment on our videos. We're going to tell you every week, Tuesday at 6 p.m. because we want to see you back here. We want to give you our stories. We want to engage with you. We're Mums in Melanin, guys. Thanks for watching.
See you later.
Bye.